Hello, this is Tim, and this is going to be a walkthrough for the Talos Principle 2. So, yeah, here we are. This is the main screen, and now I've actually finished this game before, but that was on stream. We're going to do a new one, which delete this profile actually. Do a new one. So, it's a very fun game, and here we go. Prophet hath no honour in his own country. John 4:44. I have always felt that a human being could only be saved by another human being. James Baldwin. So we played the first game. This is very familiar. The initializing firmware thing. The clouds, the music, the words. Of course, there was a multi-year wait between the first game and this one, and also the hand sort of covering the blaring sun. This is all very familiar. So people played the first game, and here we are, back with pyramids and statues and all sorts. But definitely one difference this time around is
Behold,
heads.
child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
So of course anyone who'd played the original game, you're very familiar with Elohim, but that's not a voice that you'd expect to hear if you saw the end of the first game, but without spoilers we'll leave it at that. So yeah, this is just the start. We wake up on this little sort of stone tablet. And yeah, we can sprint if we want, but I've got to check. Yes, they've got some ripples. They didn't have this on launch. It's not quite what it used to be in the original game, but something. Alright, so these purple walls, these we can walk through them fine, but any puzzle objects later cannot come through them. Alright, now the blue walls, these block us. But over here, now this is actually this kind of room with this shape over here. With this is just like the start of the original game, and this is a gemmer. So we can't use it on the purple one, but we can use it on this blue one. So that sort of jams the door so we can walk through. Alright, and yeah, basically that we can't bring the gemmer through with. That's fine though. So, yeah, the old Egypt was one of the areas of the first game, but this will all make sense soon. So we're going to take this hexahedron, as they call it, a cube, and yeah, when we stand on the button, that opens the door. But we need to put the hexahedron or the cube on the button to move on. So this is just a little tutorial area, and you can see with these weird little graphical glitches and things, we're in a bit of a simulation at the moment. Alright, so now we can actually get a third person view if you wish. It's a bit freaky seeing you blink and things. And there's also a little photo mode thing that's pretty cool if you want to. But anyway.
This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new world. But first you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
So in a way this works quite well, that if you played the original game you're very familiar but are very confused why it's so similar but not what you expect. But to new players it's very useful to sort of warm up and get some tutorials, so you can see some things in there. Now over these gates, these need some tetraminos, so those ones need some yellow ones, and we don't have the sigils yet, that's fine. Over here, this needs red ones, and that needs green. So yeah, in the past, the green are the simplest, then the yellow, then the red. Alright, so it says in here, we've got, here we can get our 3 green ones. So it doesn't matter which, we'll just go down, maybe here to start with. Alright. And as you see, we just can't bring this through here. So as we learned earlier, put the cube on the button, we can move through. See, we can walk through here. So this is the sigil, as they call it. Turning around and grabbing your attention, but we can't jump up there, so what we need to do, grab the cube.
Linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream. The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
And you wonder how many people might have played the first game, which released back in the end of 2014. You know, the second one released at the end of 2023, so you might have forgotten some of the things. Right, fencing, so we're going to climb up and make a little staircase. Now what we can do here is, yeah, we could actually, so you can't actually take it through. So what we're going to do is hop up here. Now we can grab this similar to it before. Now you can build it here or up there, whatever. But you can have 2 on top and 1, make a little staircase. So that's our second of the 3 green sigils. Yeah, so in the first game, the green were the simplest. Yellow were a bit trickier, and red at first, they could stump you if you're not careful. But here, the even red ones aren't too bad. Alright, cubic steps, so similar thing, but let's put this here first. Now, just making a staircase, but like this, you can see the little footprints to tell you that you can jump up there. And there we go. And that's the 3 green ones.
Well done, my child.
So now with that we can go to the green gate and yeah, use the Tetramino sigil. So this one's nice and simple. Later I'm going to get stuck on various ones, but alright, so once you've placed all of them and filled it in, the gate's open. Alright, so there's 4 yellow ones here. So why don't we just go to this one first? Windy day. Right, now is this, here we go. There's a fan here too. So with these ones, as you see, that's going to use the fan to get some height. So what we can do, instead of, we can place a fan on that. You see it's powering that up. Alright, so as you see here, we're going to need a fan on this, so we're going to swap the cube for the fan. There we go. Now we can carry an item up with this, and that's already powered. So, and here's our first yellow. Some stunning scenery out there. And I think this was the Unreal Engine. It used to be Crow Team used to have their own engine, but one way or the other they've changed. Yeah, once you've got a sigil, it's crossed out, so if you get confused and you're not sure where to go. Actually, I think this one here, yeah, it's telling you how many left and then where to go. Let's do this one. Static pressure. Okay. So as you see, it says I can grab it, but if I do that, I'm going to hop off it. So what we learned before is that we can use a fan on the pressure plates, so we can grab out these cubes. So yeah, now this room is not needed anymore, we don't need to worry about it. Okay, now this one, I think from memory, let's just check it out. So this is not going to blow us high enough, so what we need to do, we're going to have to do it this way. Now this is all about the setup as well. It's just, if you push this here, you can't get up on that. So we need to be up on the cube, then drop it. Now we're high enough and we can jump. There's 2 of the 4 yellows. And you can knock them out of the way, but anyway. Let's move to the next one. Okay. So, oh yes, single slit experiment. I forgot to read out the names, that's fine. Yeah, they've all got names, and sometimes those names can actually help you to understand what to do. So this fan is actually stopping us getting in here. Alright, now here, this emitter is powering the fan, so if I come around here, yeah, so you see that stopped the fan, but we need to do something else. Alright, so we got this static fan here that we can get boosted up onto this, and we have a switch. Cool, so we can see following this cord that has blown that cube to us, and we can just use this to, I think, to block the laser. And with the laser blocked, we can easily just walk in here. But definitely those names of the puzzle, sometimes it's not like a spoiler, but it can, if you're not sure of, helps you work out what to do. Alright, this one, versatile contraption, sometimes just random words. Okay. Now, as you see, we've got 2 things here. We've got, this is a button to let us go there, and a jammer. Now we can see the jammer is currently active on this. So sometimes we've got to do 2 things at the same time, so we could jam this one. We've got a fan there, we can see our sigil. So I think the fan's going to be stopping us getting to where we need. And this is where the jammer was holding this door open. So we need to do 2 things at the same time with this jammer. So the jammer's going to open this, but it's also going to sit on that one. And sometimes the fine placement of items is very important. Okay. Right, so here we can see this jammer is holding open this door here. There's nothing doing, it's just trapped in here. But then this jammer we can't bring out of here is doing nothing, so we can use this. It's got it trapped in here, so let's open that door, and then we can bring this jammer out. Sometimes when you get two items that you have to use it in different ways. Okay, so let's just jam the fan, and then we can walk down, otherwise we wouldn't. And there's the final sigil.
Excellent.
So sometimes after you've done that, we'll have a part of the fence will fall down. Okay, so that's all of the yellow ones out the way. Now, is that this one? No, that's the later, isn't it? Yes, the red one. We need to go here to get the yellow. This is the yellow door to get to the red pieces. Okay, so let's just try something. Rotate them a bit. This works. You don't want people to get stuck on the tutorial.
I am proud of all my children. Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Alright, so we've got 5 of these red ones to get, and previously the red ones, as I said, they could be a bit of tricky. They're not so bad here. So fundamental connections, right. So yeah, previously we had the emitters and the receivers, but these connectors, we can move them, and actually this keep connections is a, I think apparently it was in the original, but I don't remember it there. So with this one open, we can come in here to get another connector. But as you see, we don't need this particular room open at all. So we can point to, when we're looking at it selected, I can power that if I wish. But I'm going to place this here. Now you've got to watch out, so you can see the little icons on the bottom of the screen. They'll light up or go dark depending if you're able to connect them. Okay, and you see that took a little bit of time to open up. Now I'm going to connect, instead of this one, I can connect onto this connector. And here's another receiver. And here's our first red one. Okay, Prismatic Diffraction. Okay, so what we can see here, this is a static connector that's connected down to this blue one, and that's going to open, I think, the wall there. Alright, so, oh yeah, and if we stand in there, block it, blocking the beam stops it. So we can see this connector here is opening a door there, it's also opening that door, but what we're needing to do, we'll just go keep connections, and I'm trying to find, there, yep, this should do it, and then when that door opens, cool, let's power that connector which has gone down, open at the last one. So not so much in these tutorial levels, but later on, the exact location of the connectors and the order can be very important. Okay. Destructive interference. Right, so this is a bit of a common theme now. We've got both the red and blue ones. We've got the red one here and a blue one here. So you can't have the, like Ghostbusters, you don't want to cross the beams. So this one you actually need two of them, so if you were to try and put the red and the blue together, you're going to cancel each other out. But we can see actually over here we've got, so in here is the sigil, but what I'm going to do first is just over here, we've got another door, where we can power these up easily. This gives us another connector, nothing else, so we don't need this room anymore. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're just going to connect you, but we're going to keep it kind of close. This is the first one, it's sort of about the location. It's important. Now, you can do this alternate ways. I'm going to connect you to the end and put you about here. Alright, so you see from the red, from to here, and it's connected up without crossing the streams. So this kind of concept was quite familiar to people who played the first game. Yeah, this is a too complex version of that. Alright, so another one here. What have we got? 2 colours, 2 doors. Look at all these lilies floating here. Okay, so at the moment we're... Okay, here's the red source here. Red source is powering this connector, that's powering that red one, and this... Okay, so here's the blue source in here, and with a cube. So one important way we learned in the past about stopping the things interrupting was height to raise them. Oh, and over here we have another connector. Sometimes just when you first find a puzzle, it's just about locating all your items. Okay. So by doing this, oops, no, if I put that in, 1, there we go. So with the height, it's going above the red one and above this one. There we go. 1 to go. Ascension Awaits. Okay, so we've got a switch for the fan here. Can turn it on and off. Got a red emitter there. And not too much. Okay, so because if I were to just try and connect it, it's getting blocked and I can't turn the door off at the moment. To turn the door off we need that powered. So I'm going to put this here, grab that with the right click. Then I put the fan on, raise it above, there we go, Now we have all the red ones.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I in my garden could never have imagined. In that world you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
And remember, here we are a robot. Okay, so I'm just going to place this one first. I think this is the same kind of thing as before. Oh, it's a bit slightly different. Cool, there's that done. And here we go, random.
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
Alright, whatever happens, we're in it together, Lilith. And that's not the one from Diablo.
Step into the light, child, and awaken.
Now at this point I'm actually going to stop the video, because from this point on it sort of would flow quite well for the next one, but yeah, this is just the start for the Talos Principle 2. Had a lot of fun with this game in the past. Got all the achievements back then, and I'm going to be doing a full playthrough talking about the different levels and things, but yeah, thank you for watching, and until next time we're going to go and see all these fun things we're talking about, get out of this dream. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Okay, thanks, see ya, bye.